Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate this. I hope you're having the greatest weekend. I just want to get right into the 5 things I learned during the international break. It's sort of a slash 5 things I noticed in the last game, so bear with me. It's not the perfect list, but it's vital nonetheless. Number 1, Ederson could be Neuer, right? Oh my goodness. Just what I say there. Now, Ederson, during the transfer window, when he was being advertised, so to say, what we heard about him was he was a good shot stopper, good reflexes, and a good long passer of the ball. But in the Chelsea match, I noticed he's pretty good coming off his line. Like, he did it against Chelsea and he didn't make any mistakes. He looked assured. He looked very confident. That's the most important thing. Because, you know, when a goalie comes off his line, sometimes they do it maybe because they're under instructions to do it, but then they don't look 100%, comfortable doing it. I'm terrible at FIFA, by the way, so don't expect anything special here. But, with Ederson, he didn't look nervous at all. He just looked like, business as usual. And if you play a high press like City does, you're going to have instances when the opposition play through balls or long balls over the top, and you need a sweeper keeper. The defense is not always going to be deep enough to cover you. So, yeah. Second thing, Gabriel Jesus is Gabriel workhorse. What I mean is, he's more than a goal scorer. And some fans of a certain Manchester team that I'm not going to mention have been calling him a tap-in merchant and all these dirty names. But the thing is, he's more than a guy who's going to get you goals. He works so hard for the team. I remember a moment where Chelsea were breaking in the dying minutes of the game, and Jesus was running back. He made a tackle and stopped a counter-attack dead in its tracks. That is priceless in a striker. As great as Aguero is, and I love Aguero, he's not necessarily going to give you that to the level that Gabriel Jesus does it. Okay? And another thing is, he's pretty good at passing. Let's not forget he's the one that laid off the ball for De Bruyne's beautiful goal. Which brings me to my third thing that I noticed. Is the team are becoming a team. They're gelling. The previous victories, as good as they were, you could say they were more down to individual brilliance. Like against Liverpool, for example, it wasn't the greatest game. We let them in a lot of times, especially before they had the red. And then, the high press forced a mistake. And then De Bruyne magic and a goal. So, it wasn't exactly 100% great team effort. I'm just going to change my controller settings. But against Chelsea, it was a win from the team. It was the collective that brought about that victory, I feel. So yeah, I feel like we're starting to see players that are getting cohesive and starting to learn how to play with each other a bit better. The way KDB and Silva swap between who goes deep and who attacks closer to the goal is pretty nice to watch as well. And yeah, Stones is looking like he's bossing that defense. There's times when he's, covered for Otamendi and stuff like that. So that's good. The fourth thing I learned during this international break, Pep is not satisfied. He's not. As good as we've been playing, he's been very coy about City's great form. And when you think about the fact that City are aiming for the Champions League and the Premier League, they want to win everything. They want to win trebles and quadruples. You need that. You need a coach who's not satisfied. Pep's OCD is very, very necessary. Okay? Because if he was satisfied with just beating Chelsea 1-0, that's not going to take you far when you're going to come up against the likes of Real Madrid and Barca and Juventus and, teams like that. Oh my God, what an air kick. So, it's good to see that. The fifth thing that I learned during this international break is the Sanchez move is on. Wenger has come out and said it's a possibility. I feel this has to do with Chile not qualifying for the World Cup. I think Sanchez is like, hey, I'm not going to win this World Cup with Chile. Things look bad. I want to win something this year. So I am ditching the North Londoners, the club that are pretty stale right now. And I feel like it might be on. Now, certain City fans feel like we don't need Sanchez. Now, I don't know why you would think that you don't need a guy who scored 30 goals in the league last season, not necessarily from center forward all the time. I feel like he will be a brilliant addition to City. The only negative I can see with Sanchez is he tends to hog the ball, but that's not going to be a danger at City because he's played under Guardiola before. He knows what is expected of him in a Pep setup, okay? Sanchez is going to be nothing but positive, trust me. And he's like Jesus. He's a guy who's going to win the ball back. He's going to defend from the front. That is the way City play. That's just another great asset to have. The likes of Real Madrid have world-class people on the bench, okay? We need to have world-class goal scorers on the bench. That's how you win the Champions League. That's how you challenge for the best trophies. For me, I don't see any negative from having another great goal scorer in the team. I really don't. So I'm fingers crossed. I feel like if Sanchez signs, that's the league. I really do. Now, let's talk about Stoke. Stoke are an up and down kind of wishy-washy team, but they're a mid-table side. That's what you get. Their form has been pretty up and down. They what am I doing? They beat They beat Arsenal. My bad. Drew with United. Got thrashed by Chelsea. But they've always had a history of being good in big games, so it shouldn't be easy. But I just don't see them handling City. I would be nervous if they had a good defense because that's the one thing that could keep City out, an organized defense. But they haven't been great defensively, especially against Chelsea. Morata was running wild, and City is an entirely scarier prospect because it's not just Morata you have to worry about. It's Jesus, it's Sané, it's Sterling, it's De Bruyne. It's, dare I say, Delph. Delph has been so great this season. So, it should be a win. Unless some freak of nature thing happens. Should be a win. I'm just going to go straight into injury updates now. Injury news. Aguero, oh my goodness. Aguero seems to have... oh no, I'm not saying he's recovered, but he's recovering quicker than was expected. Actually, he's back in training, so yeah, he has recovered. You don't train if you haven't recovered. So yeah, he should be maybe available on bench or something. But I wouldn't be surprised if he started. Honestly, I wouldn't. But I feel like he's probably going to be on bench or something, and that's good news. Mendy is still out, but Delph has been deputizing brilliantly. I'm worried about Mendy coming back into this team because Delph has been killing it. Gundogan came on against Chelsea. I'm really glad that he's fit because last season when he was playing, man, he was something else. He's always welcome for me. When he played against West Brom, he looked dangerous. He was starting so many moves and getting into the box, and just a great box-to-box midfielder. So yeah, who else? Who else has been on the fringes of fitness? Can't think of anyone else really. Yeah, I think the team is pretty fit actually. Yeah. Only thing I would do if I were Pep, I would bring in Bernardo Silva, man. He looked really good against. He really looked really good for Portugal against whoever they played in the. I only watch highlights of the World Cup qualifiers. I'll try and watch full matches when I can, but he looked good. He had an assist, like a really nice threading the needle kind of through ball thing. He's ready, man. He's ready. I really like the way he plays. Sterling is great and everything, but Bernardo Silva, guys, come on. Like, that's next level. I'm going to predict 4-0. 4-0 win. And overall, I just want to say I'm really glad with the way things are looking right now. I love the fact that Pep has come to England and he hasn't changed his ways. He's brave enough to play very risky tactics. I mean, the high press, that you could get damaged on a counter-attack if it goes wrong, but no, he just figures out a way to make it happen. And he adapts players like Delph into positions that you would never expect from them. And hey, it's good times right now. It's good times. But while I'm making this video, it's Friday the 13th and Halloween. And I don't know if you're superstitious. I'm not. But anyways, I love Halloween, by the way. It's one of my favorite holidays. Actually, it is my favorite holiday because, you know, you get to dress up and wear cool stuff. Like, I want to go as Blade one day. I need to put that together. I'm too lazy to make the costume or too broke to buy it. But anyways, what is your favorite Halloween traditions? Like, do you guys do the whole costume thing? Is that a tradition wherever you're from? I don't know. Let me know. And have a great weekend. I hope it's another win in a line of, what is it being? Oh gosh, the form is just incredible. It's like, it seems ages ago we drew to Everton. Anyways, this video is already too long, so I'm going to cut it short. Have a good one, guys. This is Godfrey, and I am out.